you are suffering from chronically elevated insulin, otherwise known as insulin resistance, if you are overweight and cannot lose the weight, if you're obese, if you suffer from type 2 diabetes or are pre-diabetic, if you have hypertension, just to name a few of the lifestyle diseases associated with chronically elevated insulin, aka insulin resistance. Now, chronically elevated insulin happens because over the years, your sugar or your glucose was chronically elevated. Insulin's job is to control your sugar. Now, over the years, as your sugar level stays high, it takes more and more insulin to control your sugar level. When you go to your doctor is going to say, hey, sugar level is okay, you're great. They never test fasted insulin. If they tested fasted insulin, they would notice that, wait a minute, something's wrong here. Yes, your sugar level is okay, but your insulin level, which should be below 6, is actually above 6. It's 7. It's 20 something. They don't focus on fasted insulin. So, how do you prevent chronically elevated insulin? Control your sugar. The easiest way to control your sugar naturally, to lower your insulin naturally, is through intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, meaning fasting between 12 and 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, naturally lowers your insulin level. Eating low carb is another way of controlling your insulin. Exercise, minimum 4 days a week, making your heart rate go up, make yourself sweat, is also another way of lowering your insulin level. Put them together. Fast at least 12 hours a day. I suggest 16 hours a day. Eat 30 grams or less of carbs per day. You can have any amount of anything else, but your total carbs should be 30 grams or less every day, and get at least 4 hours of vigorous exercise. Whether it's power walking, lifting weights, choose your exercise. They working together, they naturally lower your sugar level, which will naturally lower your glucose level, which will naturally lower your insulin level. You just have to be patient. It did not take forever for you to gain the weight, for you to develop chronically elevated glucose plus chronically elevated insulin. It didn't happen overnight. Have to be able to give yourself grace. Have to be able to say, you know what? I'm going to take my time and get this done. It took a long time for me to get here. Let me give myself some grace and naturally get on the road to changing my lifestyle. All of the drugs out there that they have to lower weight, they all tackle the same hormone as intermittent fasting, controlling your carbs, and exercise: insulin.